try to understand. Okay, so see, the first thing, I am having this a lovely bottle, and you must be had this one earlier. This is a thumbs up. Okay, and on this thumbs up, I wondered because I got something written on this thumbs up bottle. So many times we didn't read the, we are having just having the things, but we didn't read what is written on that bottle. So you can see here, I have observed that is 600 ml. Okay, on this thumbs up bottle. And after that, I wanted to show you something. This is a sesame tail, sesame oil. Okay, you can see here in Marathi here written til tail. Okay, so in this bottle, on this bottle, there is a written something that is 200 ml. Okay, students. After that, I wanna show you this perfume, and you can see on this perfume there is a 60 ml is written on it. So student, I am going to why I am sharing this or showing this type of bottles to you, and what is that ml and what is that l, because so many times we get some milk from the milkman, so he using some measure for this. Okay, so today we are going to deal with that in today's lesson. So students, before start a lesson, I would like to tell you something. Just listen carefully, stick with your mobiles, stick with your screen, and listen me carefully till the end of this lesson. Whatever the problems, whatever the queries, whatever the doubts you are having, you can ask me at the end of this lesson. Okay. So now I'm going to share my screen with you. Just stick with your mobile phone and I'm going to share the things. Okay, just listen carefully. This is my screen. Okay, now this is today's PPT we are having. Okay, just a minute. Let's begin. Hello, sir. Now my PPT is okay. Let's see. This is the name of our department, Mumbai Mahanagarpalika, Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. Let's proceed for the next slide. So today we are having online lesson by our education department. There are so many teachers and we are connected with this type on this platform of Zoom meeting, and we are having online lesson today. And this lesson is by me, that is your teacher Govinda Pundalik Raut. I am from Khairnagar Upper Primary English School number 2, and today we are going to deal with a very new topic. What is that? Let's proceed for this. Obviously, we are in third standard students, and today we are going to deal with measurements. As I told you, measurement is not a short topic, it's a big one. So many things are comes in that measurements. Okay, so in the previous lesson, we had dealt with mass, and today what we are going to deal with, as I told you, ki what is ml, what is L, we are going to deal with that things, means we are measuring liquid. So students, we are going to deal with today's subtopic, that is volume and capacity. This is our today's lesson. Okay, you can see the name of today's lesson on screen, that is volume and capacity. Let's proceed for the next slide. So student, the basic thing is that if whichever the lesson, whatever the lesson we are going to learn, we should know why we are going to learn and what we are going to learn in that lesson. So here are some points, 4 points you can see on screen. First point is that what is volume? First point is that what is volume? Second point is that what is capacity? Second point is that what is capacity? Third point is that what is standard unit for measuring liquid? What is standard unit for measuring liquid? And fourth one is what water use, wastage and remedies. These 4 points we are going to deal with in this lesson, student. Let's proceed for the next slide. You can see there is a picture of some container, and container means that container is contain water. They can hold the water. So you can see the 4 picture. You can see glass, mug, and still you can see land that bucket on screen. And question is there in this screen in this PPT, which one can hold more water and which one hold less water? What is the question? Which ones can hold more water and which one hold less water? If we observed very minutely, or we can get directly idea from that picture, our answer will be that glass is hold less water and that bucket will hold more water. Understood? Let's proceed for the next slide. And that next slide is about one of the example from your textbook. Okay, students, you can see one boy and one girl is there in the picture. And what they are doing, if you observe carefully, you can see they are doing something. They are pouring that water into the bucket. And the same bucket is there in both picture, the red color of bucket in both picture. But that boy is saying to us, this bucket became full when 40 glasses of water were poured into it. What was he saying? This bucket became full when 40 glasses of water were poured into it. And that girl is saying his bucket became full with 10 pitchers of water. Students, you can see same bucket is there, but you can see 40 glasses and 10 pitchers. Something different. Why this difference? Because let's see the answer of this question, which comes which arouse in our mind. That question's answer of this question is in on your screen. The same amount of water measures different because different means were used to measure it. Here, two means we can see that boy is using glass and that girl was using pitchers. Because of that, the same amount of water measures different. Okay, students, this is the reason behind that. Let's proceed for the next slide. We must use standard measure. So you should, if you wanted to measure the same things, we should use standard measure. So you can, if you recall our previous lesson, you can see there was a standard unit for the weight there, that is kg, that is kilogram we had seen. Okay, so here we are going to deal with the liquid and what will be the standard measure for this. Let's proceed for the next slide. So students, you can see here, this is the measure of 1 liter and you can see on that measure is written 1000 ml. 1000 ml, nothing but 1 liter. Okay, student, that will we see in next slide. But this is the measure of 1 liter, and this 1 liter measure is going to used to measure the different liquid, different things we are having. You can see in this slide that milkman keeps 1 liter measure. Why he is keeping? To give us milk, proper milk. This will be the proper measure for the 1 liter. Let's see. You can see this kind of measure which is used especially for kerosene. So many times when we went to the ration shop, or we wanted to get kerosene from shop, so you can see such kind of measure there. So this measure is especially used for kerosene. So students, let's observe carefully your screen. Something is written on that screen. The liter is the standard unit for measuring liquid. So here today we got first point, that is the liter is the standard unit for measuring liquid. It is very important because that liter I had written in yellow color. So again I'm repeating the same sentence to you. Keep this in your mind. The liter is the standard unit for measuring liquids. Let's proceed for the next slide. And some points I am going to give you, and in this point you have to keep in your mind, that is L is the short form of liter. As we know, in the previous lesson we got that kg is used for kilogram. Such we are using here the short form of liter is, that is L. The first letter of that liter L we are using as a short form of a liter. And when I showed some bottles before the uh, lesson, before this PPT, so many times I told you that ml was written on that bottle, and that stands for milliliter. So ml is stands for milliliter. So students, keep this in your mind. L is the short form of liter, and ml is stands for milliliter. Understood? Let's proceed for the next slide. Milliliter is used smaller quantity of a liquid, that is 1L is equal to 1000 ml. Okay, 1L is equal to 1000 ml. Milliliter is unit used to measure smaller quantity of a liquid. Okay, 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. Let's proceed for the next. Students, are you getting me? I am audible to you. Can anyone give me the some hint or something? Sir, can you hear me? Okay, let's proceed for the next. You can see there is some container on this screen on this slide, and question is that if you pour 3 liter in each container, water will take different shape. Volume of water in each container is 3 liter. Okay, if we pour 3 liter water in each container, you can see on your screen, if we pour the 3 liter water, each container will have that 3 liter water inside of that container, and that water will take a different shape of that container. Okay, so and volume will be the same in each container, that is 3 liter. Okay, so let's proceed for the next slide. Students, you can see on this slide a lovely bucket is there and 5 bottles, and that bottle, each bottle is of 1 liter. Okay, so you can see 5 1 liter bottle, 4 into bucket, the volume of a water in the bucket is 5 liter. That means if we for such kind of a bucket, 4 bottle in that bucket, 5 1 liter bottle pour into the bucket, the volume of that water in the bucket is 5 liter. That is the volume actually. Let's proceed for the next one. The bucket can hold 12 liter of water. It means capacity of the bucket is 12 liter. Capacity of that bucket is 12 liter. The quantity or how much water that bucket can hold, that is the important. The bucket can hold 12 liter of water. It means the capacity of that bucket is 12 liter. Capacity. What is capacity then? Capacity means the amount of water that is needed to fill any container such as pot, a bucket, a drum, or a pan is called capacity of the container. I'm going to repeat the same thing to you. The amount of water that is needed to fill any container such as a pot, a bucket, a drum, or a pan is called capacity of the container. Let's proceed for the next slide. Students, one of the question from your textbook, you can see on your screen in this slide, that is note how many liters of water you use for the following purposes in your house. First is bathing, second, mopping the floors, third, cooking, washing kitchen utensils, fifth one is drinking, sixth one is making 10 cups of tea, and seventh one is brushing teeth, eighth one is watering the garden, and ninth one is washing vehicles. In this, what is the question is that note how many liters of water you use for the following purposes in your house. Means you have to mention the quantity or how much water you are using. Suppose we are taking bath. While bathing, we can use near about 12 to 15 liter of water. After that, while mopping the floor, we can use 5 liter of water. This is the my guessing only. You can see that your answer will be the different. For the cooking, near about 2 to 3 of liter water we used. Washing kitchen utensil, while washing kitchen utensil means it will take near about 2 to 3 liter of water. Drinking drinking water is different for person to person, so we can see, we can guess, this is my assumption ki we can drink per person at least 3 liter of water. Okay, making 10 cups of tea, it will take the near about 1 liter of water. Okay, and while brushing teeth, it will take 1 to 2 liter of water, and watering the garden, it will take, it will be the different. Okay, person to person, and how much water we are watering to the garden, that is the different thing. Must be 10 to 15 liter we are giving to the garden. And washing vehicles, again the same things, 15 to near about 15 to 20 liters of water. This is my guess, students, and you have to do one thing with the help of such points. You have to guess yourself, and you can measure yourself uh, how much water you are using for bathing, mopping the floors, cooking, washing kitchen utensils, drinking, making 10 cups of tea, brushing teeth, watering the garden, washing vehicles. Okay, let's proceed for the next slide. In this slide, you can see places where water is wasted. There are so many places where water is wasted. Water is very precious thing. We should conserve the water. Okay, so let's see one by one where is the water is wasted. You can see one of the boy is brushing his teeth, and you can see around that he left running tap. So in such situation also water wasted. Let's see the second slide. In this slide, you can see that man man is enjoying shower. He is talking on phone, and he is little bother about the water is wasted. So while taking shower, water is wasted. Lot of water got wasted. You can see this is one of the place where water get wasted, and you can see here that man is cleaning or washing the car, and he is using that spray, or you can say the that washing car. He using a lot of water for the washing car. Here we can do one thing that will come in remedy. We'll see in next, but you can see while washing the car, a lot of water will wasted. Here you can see running taps, unwanted water. Uh, Whatever the water we want, if we are not off that running tap, that water will wasted. Next, so students, let's conserve water. We should conserve water. So what things we should do for this? We should turn off the running tap. First thing, turn off the running tap wherever you are, wherever wherever you are going, and if you see ki there is a running tap, go and turn off the running tap. This is the first thing. Second, turn off water while brushing your teeth. When you are brushing your teeth, at that time, don't turn on the water. You should turn off the water, and when you needed that water, at that time only you can turn on the tap. Okay, so this kind of behavior also can conserve the water. Third one is conserve water while you shower. As I told you, ki if you are taking shower, that shower wasted a lot of water. So instead of taking shower, you can do one thing, ki just take a 2 buckets of water and bath. You can, instead of shower, you can bath with the help of directly by taking 2 buckets of water. Okay, so conserve water while you are shower. Let's see the next slide. Conserve water while doing laundry and washing dishes. Okay, we can we can use a lot of water for laundry and washing dishes. So you can here also consciously, if you conserve the water here, we can conserve water here while doing laundry and washing dishes. And last one is don't over water your lawn. So many people were doing that only, key that lawn is not needed that much water, but that people are overwatering the lawn. So don't overwater the your lawn. Let's do our part to save every drop. We should going to do one thing. We are going to save each and every drop because water is very precious thing. Okay. Let's see. This is your assignment, and in this assignment, what you are going to do is that make a list of all those places where water is wasted, make an estimate of how much water is wasted, and suggest ways of reducing the wastage. Okay, there is a 4 column in this picture, or in this slide. You can see this is the question from your textbook only, students, and the numbers is given here in first column. After that, place. After that, approximate amount of wastage, and remedy you have to suggest. Okay, You have to make a list of the places where water is wasted, and you have to make an estimate how much water is wasted and suggest ways to reducing the wastage. For example, first place is while brushing, that place will be a wash basin, and uh, while brushing we can waste a lot of water. Okay, near about 2 to 3 liter of water we waste. So what will be the remedy for this? The remedy for this is that when we needed the water, that time we should turn on the tap. Okay, student, and you have to do this homework and complete this in your notebook. This is for you today's. Thank you for listening me, and if I'm going to stop my sharing, and if you have any doubts,